Yo. Yo. IDQT, yo. Jethyux, Flower, yo. Heathen. Jaliro, yo. I don't know why, but today it's a yo day. How we doing? Welcome. This music has nothing to do with the game we're about to play. But anyway, it's always good to cat jam a little bit to some Frank Klepacki. Sashman, yo. Yo 7. War's fantastic. Well, in video games at least. But yeah, the peace we've had in Farthest Frontier is over. The only question is, did we boom our civilization enough to survive the incoming hordes of raiders? We're about to find out. So let's change this up. Alright, here we go. Let's launch the game. Tip: cabbage and leeks produce more food than beans and peas, but do not keep as long in storage. I've taught you this, guys. I've taught you this. Hey, Mr. Olga. Well, any excuse is good to play Diablo 2, I'd say. You're welcome. And after that, maybe you will be inclined to try some Grim Dawn. Will this be on the exam? Absolutely. Maybe we've already tried Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn is just an upgrade on everything Diablo. I'm hyped for the new expansion. It's gonna be so good. Before Grim Dawn entered my life, I was a fellow Diablo 2 replayer, just like yourself. I would replay through Diablo 2 with a new character every, I don't know, 6 months. Then I'd get tired, I'd go play something else, and then 6 months later back to Diablo 2. A bit like Doom as well. But then, yeah, Grim Dawn just scratched the itch in a way that no Diablo franchise game ever had before, and yeah, never again. Sell it to me in a sentence or two? What? I don't know if I could, but I do have on my main channel, my YouTube channel, I do have a 90-second video, so 1 minute and a half. The video is called Why Play Grim Dawn in 90 Seconds. If you want me to sell it in a minute and a half, that I can do. I'll just point you to that video. I don't think I could summarize it here on stream as well as I did on that video. So yeah, if you're curious, take a look. It's a little bit of how the feel of the game is like. Showcases a bit of the game's graphics and how the map unfolds and challenges that exist. It's a very short video. It's just like a teaser, if you will. Is your most viewed video? Yes, it is my most viewed video. Strangely, more viewed than the Okiblock UV Max. Yeah. Don't ask me why or how, but that is a fact. Alright, see you in 90 seconds. Gone in 90 seconds. Right, so year 18 was fantastic. We cleared out the final Tier 2 enemy camp. And we guaranteed peace at the very last moment. We guaranteed peace for year 18, but unfortunately year 19 we are vulnerable to enemy attacks. Now I'm going to assume that if I hire 12 plus 12 soldiers on these two, I moved them on these two barracks, I assume that's going to be enough. 24 soldiers, 12 light infantry. I should even have the armor and everything for this. Ooh, 25, look at that. Is this close to... It will be close to the quota. Well, I'll deal with that in a moment. First, let's do the maintenance thing. Okay. By the way, how are the foragers like here? Right, I changed this to fisherman because it caused problems here with the Luala. Also, I should check Luala. 0 nuts! Why did you grow them then? Okay, this is not working. It's too much for Luala. 57 eggs is correct. 74 willow is correct. This is not all the roots, and that's not all the herbs. So here's what we do. We just inverted priorities completely. Priorities are nuts, and then the things here in the center. So medicinal roots, herbs, and willow. So since these will appear in month 1, she will first go and collect the willow bushes and the medicinal roots and the herbs. Are you kidding me right now? Chopping the dead trees made these things go out of replenishment conditions. Nearby buildings, well, I can't avoid it. But apparently, even the fucking dead trees were giving these things more replenishment. That's bullshit. I'm gonna chop them all. Fuck you, medicinal herbs. I'm chopping the dead trees. That makes no sense, man. I spotted a dead tree. I spotted a dead tree. I spotted a dead tree. Dead trees must die. If that even makes any sense. Okay. Oh, and I saw... I made a mistake last time. I set this as a priority. Set this as a priority. But it's not being removed as a target? What? This should have been built 2 years ago already. Hey, Kimbusha, welcome to the stream. A dead tree? No, it's not dead. This is dead. First person frontiering. Dead tree. Dead tree. Not dead. Not dead. Ay, 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 ay. I'm destroying this entire place for the forager, and I don't even care. I mean, the buildings alone would be necessary because of the clay and the temporary shelters and the wells and the sand. Yeah, I wouldn't need to do this anyway, so... Whatever. Hey, 3Demon! Hey, 266 megahertz! Welcome to the stream. Grim Dawn has been wishlisted. Alright, I'm glad to know that I can convince you of that. At least give it a shot. On Steam you can buy it, play it for 2 hours, and if you don't like it you can refund it. So, that's a fair experience, I suppose. Alright. Alright. I don't know what to do about this. I guess I'm just gonna ignore the mushrooms and the eggs. So she will first grab the willows, the medicinal roots, however few there are, the herbs, and I suppose at that point in time, so much time has passed into the year that the eggs will be gone, but the mushrooms might still be there. So then she goes and grabs the mushrooms, But if the nuts appears, she prioritizes those. I think this will work. I really want to put this forager in a state of fire and forget, so I don't need to worry about this every year, but it's still not there, I think. As for this guy, I was also checking out these traps. I really don't know what to do. I think, yeah, this guy got like a deer and a bear. That's 2 big carcasses. So this guy will be more productive if he can focus solely on small carcasses and do that all year long. But there were things happening last year, so let's leave him be for another year. His productivity is nevertheless much greater than all the other hunters. So 350 meat versus 150 versus 210. So this Lila got only 5 deer. This is 7 deer. That is 6 deer. What? You were the closest to the deer. Why did you get less than all the others? Strange. What else can I check? Wagon. 14%. Ooh, should I add another person? Yeah, because now there's sand, there's more mines. Coal is also nearby. Where's the coal mine? Coal is there. It's not surprising that now this guy has a lot of work. I'm gonna put it on my to-do list and then I'll see if I'll have enough people. So plus wagon. Smokehouse, check for spoiled meat. There is no spoiled raw meat, at least. Grocers.
Aye?
How idle are you? 8%. Yeah, I think it's time. Plus grocer. Oh, another thing that happened last year, at the end of the year, we completed this. I would love to add 6 people here. To add 6 people here, I need 3 more on paper. So it'll be 12 and 6. I don't have 9 people free, I'm sure. Oh, those noises are annoying. Let's check that later on. It's just the surplus will go there, basically, after all the important things. Compost yard. They're still not complaining about sanitary conditions. This guy's still working almost the entire year. I can apply some compost. Let's check the farms first. How are you doing? Farms, 97 is good. 97, 100, 98, 96. That was rot. Yeah, that's a late harvest. It's also symbolized here on the window. 96. These are unused on 0. This one's ready to use whenever I need something. This one also. This one almost. This one not yet. This one not yet. Okay. Compost. Nothing's on 94, so I think I'm just gonna go for these. All of that seems like a waste. I could boost the 96%. Not yet. 88, 72, 61. Do I have more? No. 5 farms. I like to, with this farm setup, the simplified one, I really enjoy having 6 unused farms ahead of the ones I'm using. So I'm using these 6. I want to have 6 more. And if I don't use another next year, I will stop making farms because that's quite a surplus I have already. But for now, let's make this one for next year. This will cause 2 more workers to go there. How are the workers here? 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. It looks like the average is going to be 2. But I still want to see if I have rot next year. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2 for the new farm. That's cool. Yeah, this should stay like this. That's cool. Farms done. Now, workers. What is this looking like? 13 plus 28. That is 30, 41, 41. I have 47. I have actually 6 people to put to work. Wait. No, I have 4. Okay. 4 people to put to work. What else can I check? Oh, happiness and stuff. Team Mortison, welcome to the stream. 07, back to you. Nothing is very bad. Yeah, beer. I'm not giving you guys beer. Not yet, at least. Happiness. Clothes. This is the babies. There's nothing I can do. Beer and entertainment. Your villagers desire entertainment, but there just aren't enough entertainment venues in town. What are you talking about? There's this festival pole right here. It's not enough? Well, I guess I'm making this next year. At least this doesn't cost me labor. It does cost me a lot of blanks, a lot of clay, and a lot of gold. I have the gold. Clay is the shortest out of these materials. But, I mean... Oh, monthly cost 30! Monthly cost 30, okay. Ouch. But I'm quite rich because of trading, right? And I can expect to keep selling stuff. It's not a problem. You know what? Let's make this ahead of time. Let's make it a theater! Maximum entertainment to our people. Slope is too steep. Let's fix that. This is 5x5, right? I didn't even see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So, flatten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 by 5. Flatten and also, please, remove these trees. They don't like their pole. It's not my problem. Alright. Productivity. What is this looking like? They're not complaining about the food, so whatever the food is, and it should be fine. It looks like smoked meat is stabilizing. Don't have bread. Mushrooms, yeah. Wait, we're producing the same, or... There was a peak in production. I can't control it. It's whatever the forager has. Beans, they're consuming 600, right, this bug. It's good for now. Root vegetables, they're consuming 200. It's good for now. How do I have so many more beans than roots? Oh, because the flax farms, as a byproduct, they also make beans. So I'm making a lot more of these two than of those two, which is natural. But it doesn't matter, because if we make hay, and we will need this to make animal farms, a byproduct of the hay farms will be root vegetables. So it balances out in the end. For now, I don't need to worry. They're not complaining about the food. The vegetables they have is vegetables they have. The greens, they're consuming like 190. And the majority of it is spoiling. I'm just making too much food, if anything. Okay, I produced 300 berries. They consumed half of this. 178. And about half of it spoiled. So I think berries, we've hit the sweet spot of production. I'm not adding more. We still have some berries from the hawthorns, so the late harvest the late harvest berries are still good. Oh, right. This year she didn't collect the nuts. More of these nuts next year. Fruit goes up a little bit. Consumption accompanies that trend. I could add a second arborist, but then again, they're not complaining about food. Let's move on. Good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Why does wax go down if I'm just adding apiaries? Not wax, honey. Wax has surprisingly been stable considering this curve for honey. What's going on with the honey in this game? I don't know. Flax. I'm overproducing flax, but I said I wanted to put more people on paper, so I really shouldn't touch this. Am I selling flax 300? That's good. Materials. Pelts. We're good. 69, nice. Tallow. We delete. Firewood, 400. I think I've increased that. Yeah, that's a lot of firewood. Wood planks. I think this is good. No, the apiaries produce honey, and they're actually their area of effect is increased nearby farms. So yeah, I'm already taking advantage of that. Iron. No, we're underproducing iron. Why? I made these guys stop producing crossbows even. I told you, hey, it's all arrows now. Oh, please, for the love of God, tell me you've created only arrows. Otherwise, I'm gonna Yes. 0 crossbows, all arrows. Why did you only produce 360? I expected a lot more. Did they reach the limit? Not even close. We're gonna have war next year. We need more arrows, guys. Please, I think I need to add a third person here. Even with 2 exclusively on arrows. This is disabled, by the way. It's not enough. I'm gonna put it on my to-do list. Whatever. Plus arrows. I don't like this, but it is what it is. And Calgon II, thank you for the good luck. Maybe we last the night. Maybe we last the next spring. They only attack on in the middle of spring and summer. Let's see. Where was I? Why are they consuming iron? I didn't add a person here. I did add a person here, though. And also, this hunter consumed a little bit of iron, but once he has these 4 things set up, the animal traps, I don't think he consumes any more. I'm not sure if after a while the animal traps break or expire or get worn out and he needs to rebuild, but that should be tiny in the industry of iron production. If I had another person here, I need to put it on my to-do list. We'll see. Plus iron, I won't have people for all this, and the academy, no way. We've got like 110 babies. Not working. Alright. More things. Materials, iron, paper. Ooh. Barely just enough. Barely. Did you guys have enough flax all year or did you stop? No, they were constantly working. But these did not complain about the lack of pages, so I'm gonna assume it's good. Usable goods. No, materials. Materials. Paper, bricks. Oh. Now I'm overproducing bricks. Hold on. I wanted to upgrade the root cellars. They're all upgraded. I wanted the glassmaker cost me bricks. What are the... This does not cost bricks. This has already been built. If I have no new industries or buildings that will cost me bricks... Animal farms do not cost bricks. If not, then I'm gonna remove people from the brick industry if I'm overproducing. This does not cost bricks. And it's the only thing that's left. Okay. This does not cost bricks. Alright, that's decided. I'm putting minus bricks on my to-do list. I'll remove people from there, which will also mean removing people from clay. But I need to see the clay first. Cool. That's produce materials, bricks, shoes. Looks stable. Soap. Stable. Clothes. Logs are going down. I need to chop a lot of trees. Stone is going down too. Oh, that reminds me. There's a new thing I can do on a tier 3 town center that I didn't show you guys. I can upgrade the roads. I can upgrade a dirt road to a cobbled road. It costs me 15 stone for the roads of this size. So it's only good if you have a lot of stone, and I have a lot of stone. I can even mine more stone down here. Stone is not a problem. And it gives a tiny, tiny little bit of increased movement speed to the people passing through it. So let's upgrade this dirt road to a cobbled road. I will prioritize the movement speed of people going to and back from the farms because of the rot we've been getting. So that'll be good. I'll spend a little bit of stone, but I think I have more stone here that I might want to remove. Did I already remove the stone from here? I did. So my stone stockpiles are dwindling. Hey Gibbous, how are you doing? I love the shocked look on a cyber demon gets hit by another enemy. Okay. I love it when they die. That's a little better. Where was I? So yeah, cobbled roads. It'll cost stone. We have stone. It is fine. Everything else here is done. I need to get both more stone and more logs. Clay. Yeah, that's a minus clay on top of the minus bricks. That's where I'm getting people from. Removing clay. Coal. No, I need plus coal. Although the minus bricks... it's less consumption of coal. And it's quite a lot, actually, from bricks. How much is it? Oh, I can do this. Fantastic. 5 for 2. It's not a lot, actually. Iron ore is fine. Sand is being overproduced. So now I'm not rushing glass, even though... Glass is going to be the next bricks. The tier... We've reached tier 3, right? For the tier... To unlock tier 4 upgrades, we're gonna need a lot of glass. How is the sand mine like? 5. What is the sand that I'm producing? 90. If I remove one person, I'll be at about 70 something. I can still do that. Let's do minus sand. And keep one per person only on glass for now. Sorry, where else? Luxury goods, pottery, what are you doing here? Now it's 6, now I'm inclined to remove a person from pottery and remove one person from candles. I had 2 in each, right? I have 2 in each, yes, and I added even some, sorry, candles is this. I have to stop doing this. I add people, I remove people, I add people, because the consumption is going up and down. I need to be above the peak consumption. It's also hard to see because of the immense amount of imported and exported materials. Hey, Coolrig. No, Fargus is out of the picture for now. I swear I didn't kill him. I swear. Demo Gonzalez got some lyrics for us. So where the hell was Fargus when you needed him last Saturday? And where were all the raiders who always pulled you through? We're all resting outside the fog of war, writing up their memoirs for a paperback edition of the Farthest Frontier manual. So you ride yourselves over the fields, and you make all your animal deals, and your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick. Yeah. Cool. That's a little bit of poetry. Alright, hey DeLuca. Alright, Demo, half of that didn't rhyme, or maybe I just didn't perform that very well. But I tried, I gave it my best. We got a single clap. Fantastic. It's like, you're great, here's a clap. One, just one. Okay, back to this. Pottery candles, I'm not gonna touch them. Glassware, right. This was for the upgrade of the academy. I can't. Beer, they should not have drank that. Arrows, we've consumed more. I did have a big attack on the big raider camp, but I'm gonna need to add another person. Crossbows, weapons, shields, hauberks, everything else seems okay. Oh. No. Why is Toby playing? Okay, unfortunately, I'm removing Toby Fox from my playlists. I think this one's fine, but there have been a crap ton of copyright, or rather, content match copyright things on YouTube. Some of them on these streams, because apparently Toby Fox and his music publisher decided to content ID every single thing, every single piece of music that Toby Fox composed. So I'm just not going to use them anymore. I don't know how a content creator that is based on playing through Undertale and Deltarune would fare in these conditions, but they basically have to run those games with music from something else, because otherwise they get their entire videos copyrighted. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with Toby Fox at this moment. There'll be a couple more pieces of music. I'm gonna check them in the upcoming streams and videos, and if they're all copyrighted, I'll just remove everything. But from yesterday to today, I removed like 10 different tracks from Toby. Sorry. I'm not sure if this is what Toby Fox wishes, or if it's something imposed by his publishers. But it's pretty bad for content creators, and I do not condone that. Whoever is making those decisions behind the scene and making this happen on YouTube, I'll give you the middle finger. It's probably not Toby Fox. I don't believe that it's Toby Fox, but whatever. He even sends you an email to give you permission. That was before. Things have changed. That was before. Toby allows his music to be used in the stream. That was before. Again, things changed recently. I think in the last 2 months or so, things changed. Now, the message from his publisher is very different about using his music on YouTube. Very different. No, it's not a scam label. Demonetization. Yeah, that's a Toby Fox curse now. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back into this game. Toby Fox, it doesn't matter here. He cannot affect us here. And he will soon never affect us anymore, because I'm not going to play his music anymore. Because I can't. I love his works. It's bloody brilliant. He's a brilliant composer. I'm not here to insult Toby Fox. If anything, this is a huge compliment. I would love to play his music, but I have no choice. Yeah, screw his publishers. Okay. Breathe in, Let's get back, Farthest Frontier, relax, enjoying this, enjoying all the bugs. Let's go back to this. So, technology. I didn't save any, but I'll get technology in 2 months. We'll see then. For now, I think I'll have a few people by removing people from industries. The farm stuff, this is... So the same way that this here is an artificial 2 people that are not available laborers, this is an artificial 1 person that will be available. Even though... Wait, no, they didn't start building it yet. Did they? Construction halted due to winter. Do the 2 extra farmers that are created to make a new farm, did they get allocated from now, or only in early spring when this becomes available to actually build? Are they allocated from then? I don't know when does the game allocate the 2 extra farmers when your new farm is built, but I can calculate it. 14 farmers, my town center says. 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's winter or not. As soon as you create the farm, the town center allocates 2 new farmers. So it's a +1 on my available laborers. I have 5 and not 4, because I'll just leave 1 person there working, not 2. But I can't adjust that now. Hey, Solovasteka, how you doing? Cool. Now, let's do things. I'm gonna remove people first and see how many laborers I have left before I add any. But one thing is for sure. Minus sand. Small adjustments, 1 more worker.
Hello.
Minus clay. Small adjustments, 1 more worker. Now, bricks. I need this. So minus bricks, 1 more worker. And this also means minus clay and minus coal. I had plus coal on my list, so I'll just delete the to-do thing on my list and assume that the minus bricks is enough to compensate. But I do need to remove another person from clay, and I can close this farm, and that's another person to put to work. I have 9 people. Well, let's do the important things first. Grocer, absolutely. I have 8 people. Wagon, absolutely. This will consume some planks. We're fine. 7 people. Arrows. Yeah, this is gonna have to be 6 people. Iron, 5 people. But because of this, now I do need 1 more person on. Coal, 4 people. And I need 2 more people in iron ore. At least 2 people left. Yeah, wanted to have more, but I don't. 2 people left. Oh, this is the pub that I destroyed because it was stocked with stuff. I need to disable the person there before we get beer from somewhere else. We can still get beer from chests randomly. 2 people. 1 here, 1 on paper. I do have the flags. Or just 2 here and nobody on paper. No, that's gonna unbalance thing. 1 here, 1 on paper. 0. We get a little bit more research, just a little bit. I've made a new farm, I've done the farm maintenance. Fruit trees, where are you? 9. Oh, this is so slow. I don't like this new strategy at all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should I make like 9 and 18 and do 2 at a time, or do 1 from the top and 1 from the bottom and go from here and from there? But when I'll have multiple trees, this is not really work. I still don't have a good strategy for fruit trees at all. I can just give up on it and embrace the fluctuations in productivity. It's whatever, right? Because later on, I will have probably like 4 arborists. This corner, that corner, and somewhere in the middle, because there will be a lot of barns, animal barns there. So I won't have space to plant trees in that corner. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 for space. With 4 arborists here. The problem of all the fruit trees being in sync in this orchard. Orchard, that's the name of this thing. Okay, I was looking for this name on my head the other day. Each orchard will have different... will not be synced with one another, so unless I build them all at the same time. I really don't like this. I don't like my strategy at all. I don't know, guys. I'm here to teach you, right? I don't know. The teacher doesn't know. You do, good luck. I have no idea. Next, storage cart is down there because of the big boulder. Big boulder still has rocks. Good luck, everybody. This tree is now harvested. Yes, yes. I don't know how many. Oh, these are already fucked. Well then. No. This will make things worse. But I want these trees to be gone. Those are irrelevant. Discover gravity? What? Oh! The deer are back. Why are you here? I'm gonna risk deleting them for good. But I'm needing this space anyway. This is inside of my town. But I'm gonna need more trees, right? More than stone. I'm lacking logs. So let's not choose that boulder, just the trees. Let's them chop all this, maybe not close to that. These mushrooms are not being harvested. I don't care. Dead trees. A couple more dead trees. This tree is downed. It's selected. This should be enough for 1 year. Oh, also all of this stuff, including the rocks. Because maybe soon we'll start making cattle here. So this should be clear. Okay. I've checked the hunters. I have nothing to explore with the military. What I may choose to do this year is to, for example, go for this excavation site, which is closer than that one. But I do want to make more foragers. No, now we need to wait. Since I can get attacked at month 2, either I get an early attack and I kill them, and after I've killed the army, I know that I won't get attacked for at least that year, and then I can start building these buildings up here. Or I wait until month 7 and then I don't get attacked, and I'd use the end of the year to build visibility. Although this corner is kind of scary. This corner is scary. Yeah, this corner is scary. Why are logs there? Did I try to make something there and then give up? This is 70? That's not close enough. Whatever I was doing there, that's wrong. This is correct. Can I make a forger there? Maybe I made 100 and that was a mistake. Ooh. I can even out this piece of land and then make a forager there. That should be enough. It shouldn't put people in danger from the enemy armies. Let's move on. 2 times speed. Keep an eye on this. I only have time for 1 year. It's a short stream today. Cattle factory. Did I say cattle factory? I see some random shit sometimes. You guys know me. Oh, hold on. I wanted to do something here. Which is... No. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Well, about this guy, since I'm never my strategy doesn't really work of making him grab all 4 at the same time, because apparently they despawn after a while, and I don't understand that. What I think I can do is maybe change his position a little bit so he's more centered. There was this position here, but if I chop trees to get the hunter there... That's a dead tree. Oh, I don't know, man. These trees need to go anyway. Maybe this... okay, not those. Maybe these chevrons will change after I chop these trees. I have no idea. Trapping small animals is a good source of hides. Let's just leave them be. there's still a bird's nest there for eggs. Yeah, that's gonna get deleted soon enough. You!
What is
no,
it?
No, nobody works here. Nobody works there. You can leave desirability, but nobody works there. And as soon as they finish that, I can build a theater. Oh, an industry that I did want to make, however, is fishermen. Because why not, right? I'm kind of showcasing almost every industry in this map, and I'm not showcasing the fishermen. Why not? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. When you first start a new game on year 1, you should not start with fishing shacks as a source of food. Simply because your villagers are super vulnerable, and you can get attacked by wolves, and if you have a couple of hunters, regardless of whether or not they're hunting a lot of stuff or not, you can arm them with bows, and 2 hunters alone can take down wolves completely safely. If you have 2 fishermen, they're not gonna hit the wolves with their fishing sticks, I can tell you that. So, yeah, if you can have a source of food and a source of pelts and defense, why would you just make a source of food? More than that, the fishing shack will make less food per person than the hunter, and 0 pelts, and 0 tallow, which means you can't have tallow to make a soap shop, you can't have pelts to make a cobbler or a tannery, and there's a lot of other resources that depend on the hunters grabbing pelts. If you don't have hunters grabbing pelts, the only thing you can do is cattle for pelts. But that's late game. So yeah, a fishing shack start is not something I recommend. If you have absolutely 0 deer on your starting point, and you absolutely need food, and you have water, then go for it. But at least have a couple of hunters, unstaffed hunter shacks in reserve, so you can quickly equip 2 villagers with bows and go hunt down a bear or a wolf. Now, let's make some fish. I'd love to make some fish here because this is the closest body of water to my village. However, because of this forager problem, I've been creating fishing shacks all around this place for visibility. You know, to prevent the problem of the forager delivering goods somewhere where she shouldn't. I don't know if I put a fishing shack here. I don't know if I send the person there fishing. If they go there, they fish something and they put the fish there. I think it's possible. I mean, that bug happened with a forager, it happened with a hunter, maybe it also happens with a fishing shack. I've never seen that. So instead, just to showcase the power of fishing, I'm gonna put a fisherman here. I'm actually gonna put a fisherman, where's a good place? Maybe here. Fishing shack here. I need to level this ground. And a dedicated smokehouse there. And, maybe I use the smokehouse that I already have. That's a bad showcase. Yeah, there's problems with doing that. So let's level these 5 by 2. And then I'll show you the fisherman. Is there any other industry that I haven't shown you from tier 1? I think I've showed you all the buildings, all the industries, even the temporary houses now. All the storage buildings except the ones that I haven't unlocked yet. The only thing I've intentionally skipped are fishing shacks. Everything else is still left to unlock. Oh, and defenses and walls and towers, because it's a Steam challenge that I'm going for. Year 19. War is upon us. Namalt. 4! That's fantastic, bro. Love to see it. Keep it up. The time for the theater is now. So this is an unstaffed building. You can make this even if you don't have available laborers. And it will give you a lot of entertainment, a lot of desirability all around. It's great. And they're starting to make these roads, these cobbled roads. Let's just make 2. I don't want to spend a lot of labor and stone doing this. Knowledge. What do we got? Oh, another thing that I forgot. This 15% immigration. It's a tier 4 tech that doesn't even have any requirements from previous techs. This will be good for later. I completely forgot about that one. There aren't any problems. I solved my problems with the laborers. I could add things to remove laborers by increasing productivity on something. Is there a way to increase productivity of books? No, books yes, but not paper. That's not what I need. I think we're going for 15% immigration. So this tech, a bit like that tech, will increase your population growth. Yeah, I think there's no question this is the best thing. No, I should have done that earlier even. Do fishermen run on beer in this game too? What do you mean two? You mean to tell me that there's another game where fishermen drink beer to produce fish? Or is that from real life anecdotal evidence? Fishing? That's a long distance to walk. We'll be fine. I need this guy in town, not very far away, otherwise he'll get eaten by wolves and boars and bears and raiders. Smokehouse, we're gonna go into the negative laborers, but hey, for the sake of showing YouTube and Twitch how it's done, let's do that. Yes, life, obviously. Fishing, in parentheses, intoxicated. I also want to move this. This is gonna be... Oh no, let's not move this until we fend off the possible attackers. Okay, finally making that second temporary shelter. And the forger's working, she's going for the willow first. Wait, did I make this? No, this has been disabled before. There's something here that I built. Oh no, they leveled the ground so that I can make a forger. Where was it? Here, I can see that leveled there. Okay, forger. And then I will stop. Month 2 is now. Let's see what happens. Beer is, according to the game, yeah, a source of entertainment. Nemalt got 4. He's already got another 4 ready. Maybe the problem is that his circle is too far away. Maybe I should have put the center of the circle there. Crops ready. All right, let's remove one person from here and do the thing. Let's do the thing. It's good. Yeah, lots of weeds on this one. Did I want to grow more things in the farms? No, I have nothing to do and they don't need food, and I'm overproducing flax. There's nothing to do on the farms. So if I don't use more farms this year, I've got enough surplus to not need to create more farms next year. Maybe. We'll see. Temporary shelter number 2 is up. The second person on the wagon shop is first building her wagon. Raiders are approaching. I knew it. I knew it. As soon as we don't guarantee peace, we get attacked. It seems to be just one big group, and now they can only attack us from the north. So, 2 arms. I'm gonna go all in. It's gonna be 6 of this and 12 on... 12, yeah. Yep. Let's not cheap out on the defenses now. I don't know. We haven't been legit attacked like this in so long. I have no idea how many there will be, but I need 24 soldiers because I'm gonna assume there can be more than 100 of them. Half of the people just were common laborers, now they're just, hey, I'm seeking a weapon now. This can slow down things, but hey, whatever. And I'm gonna immediately go in the red for, yep, this happens. Hey, guys, you gotta do what you gotta do. Just, maybe I'll delay the fisherman. I'll do this in a little while. Bourbon's still in the army. I don't know, I hired a bunch of people. Did the same soldiers? I don't remember this. Fargus! Wait, 17 years old? There's another Fargus! They're multiplying! There's another Fargus! He was not 17, I'm sure. Fargus Jr. has joined the army. Do we have another Fargus here? Do we have Bourbon? No, I don't see Fargus or Bourbon. We have Ajax, Arok, weird names, Geralt, one of the many hollows, and the trader. There's 2 Geralts in the same platoon. Geralt, Geralt. There's 2 Geralts with the same face on the same platoon. You could at least have different faces. Like, if you're twins, please, what were your parents thinking? Give them different names if they're twins. Also, how are they 2 years apart? Let's stop with this nonsense. Welcome, sir. What do you want? You're selling cheap tools and buying cheap tools. It doesn't sound very good for me. Oh, I didn't stock the trade center and I didn't recheck my things. I think I'm gonna sell you nothing because the army is equipping that. And, sand? You have nothing. You have nothing for me. Chop, chop, guys. Get those weapons. Get in here. As soon as at least the archers are ready, I'm sending them out. They're gonna appear here. And then I'm gonna see how many there are. Run, run, run. 2 arms, quick. Seeking weapons, not yet. Seeking weapons, come on. Seeking weapons, Luma. 25? That's nothing. That's nothing. I thought this game was... Uh-oh. They're evolving. I've never seen this before. Horsemen. I don't have cavalry. Oi, oi, oi. That is dangerous for my archers. I was thinking to move out the archers first, but if they can come in at high speeds, I want the infantry surrounding the archers. Okay, first time I'm fighting enemy cavalry. Oh my god, that's more than 25. What are you talking about? Yikes. Yikes. Oh, guys, hurry the fuck up. They're coming. Okay, let's do this. Control 1 that. No, this. Control 1 that. Control 2 archers.
Right away.
Get ready.
As you command.
At least they're moving in at the speed of the infantry. Are they? And not at the speed of the cavalry. What's taking you so long? Let's go back to 1 speed. As soon as I start shooting arrows, though, the horsemen are gonna kill my archers real quick. So yeah, don't rush. They're all garrisoning. Move out, move out, move out. This is 12, right?
It will
12.
be done.
12. We've selected them all. Archers in hold position, infantry in offensive stance. Run.
As you command.
Jesus, that lightning was very close. Zeus is angry at us. What if I move?
Command.
So the cavalry is kind of going that way. If I start shooting the archers, shooting with the archers this way, it'll take the cavalry longer to hit the archers, and then
Right
maybe
away.
the infantry will be there. Well, I don't need to
Right
move very
away.
far at all for that
As
to
you
happen.
command.
This is danger close.
Right away.
This is danger
Right
close.
away.
Get back, actually. I'm really
As you
afraid of
command.
those horses.
It will be done.
This will be hard to micro. It depends on whether or not the... Let's try this. No, 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 no! I'm afraid
As you
I'm
command.
gonna lose my people. It depends on
will
how
be done.
fast
Right
they
away.
react with the horsemen,
Right
because my light
away.
infantry are very powerful, I know that.
It will be done. As you command.
They're here. Time to shoot some arrows. No, 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 just
It will be done.
stay in position.
As you command.
Hold. Hold. Hold.
Right away.
Now!
At once.
Why are you getting closer? What the fuck, these archers?
At the ready.
Hakon, what are you doing, Hakon? Okay, it looks like my light infantry can deal with the horsemen.
It will be done.
Oh, shit. That's not bad damage, considering...
It will be done.
As you command. Right away. Right away. As you command.
Even the archers are killing the horsemen. It's not that
It
bad.
will be done.
Yeah, that was a Braveheart reference. What the fuck? We've already won?
As you command.
Yeah, try to run. Try to
Right
run.
away.
Kill the horseman. Oh god, I can't click on shit.
Right away.
No! And those are too far.
Right away.
Can you please
As you
shoot
command.
arrows there? Didn't lose anybody. Sova took a beating. But outside of that, yeah, no chance. The infantry didn't even take a lot of damage at all. So horsemen are fast, and they take less damage from archers, but they're just dying to my archers anyway. And
At
they
once.
deal extra damage to archers and extra damage to
Right away.
catapults and siege rams. No, I don't get to keep the horses. The horses die. Sorry, horses. I
At
know it's not
once.
your fault. It would be great if I could, like, have prisoners. Like, if they're trying to escape and I surround them, they give up. And I could have enemy prisoners and take their equipment and also take their horses without killing them. That would be an interesting
once.
strategic aspect of this game. These guys are just gonna leave.
Right away.
Yes, I do
Right
have pikemen. It
Right
requires a
away.
few upgrades to my military buildings. No, they're gone. Go back. Victory is ours. Congratulations. You win, soldiers. Congratulations. Well done. 0 losses. I expected this to be harder. Second merchant. Tools, swords, iron. Hauberks. Nah. What about this guy? Shirts, tools, swords. He is selling tools for 39. Oh, 42! That's arbitrage. Beer for... wait, swords? No. He's only buying swords, not selling. Beer, stone, honey. Below average? No, 3 is normal price. The game must be thinking that normal price is 3, and so 2.8, which averages to 3 anyway, which rounds to 3 anyway, is below average, but this is the normal price for honey. I think with this alone I can get all of his money, so I'm not very concerned about arbitrage here. And this guy's money, I cannot get it at all. So let's wait a couple days, get all the honey in here. And this is why I've been making honey and concerned about production of honey. It's because it's a gold machine. It's a gold mine. Gold making machine. Now, I'm gonna fire the army first. Let's get this person out of here. Oh man, you're doing meat? I hate you. Get out of here, Rana. This is for fish only. I was distracted with important things, you know. Give me a break. Hold on. I could just fire the soldiers right now. I don't need them to get back to town. Who do I keep? Do I keep any light infantry? Did you get veterancy? Goodbye. How about you? How many of you do I keep? You had more kills than the others, right? That's a big jump. 8 archers. Okay, we keep that. Everybody else go home. And I guess now we do this. And now we do this. So, the fish industry. It's trying to explain this. Also, hold on, before we do that, it's month 4, and I said, hey, after we beat the enemies, we know we're not going to get attacked for another year. So it's time to profit out on that and push the fog of war more up north. So next time we have even more space to see the enemy in advance. Forger there, right of that tree. That's good. I also want to make a... Oh, it's so hard to see the corners of the fog of war here. But basically there's one here. And one here. Fine. Let's do all of them. There's no boars here, so here I can just do this. 70 through there is over there. Forager. And a third forager here. Archers. Are you good? Seeking weapons, they are probably restocking on things. Let's give them a moment and then take down those boars before we build the forager there for visibility. As for the fisherman. So how does the fisherman work? It's a bit like the meat, and a bit just like the meat, I remove fish, raw meat from all the markets and all the food storage houses like the root cellars, because it has a very short shelf life, only 3 months, and then it spoils. Also, eating raw fish and eating raw meat can be a cause of diseases to your villagers. So much like the meat and the smoked meat, I'm going to smoke the fish, so instead of having raw fish, we'll have smoked fish. This means around the place where most of my fishermen are, I will make a smokehouse dedicated only to fish with one person working there. And I'll check either if the raw fish is spoiling over here at the end of the year, or I'll check the idle time of the smokehouse to see if this person is overworked or just slacking off in the middle of the year, depending on the productivity of the fishermen. Now, this technique with the idle time is more effective with fishermen with a smokehouse reserved for fish than a smokehouse reserved for meat. This trick here on meat has a problem because unlike meat, fish has stable production over the year, right? There isn't a point of a season or a point in time where this body of water gives you more fish. No, they just go, they fish 10 or 15 fish, they bring them home. It's a very stable source of food, which is a positive for the fish industry, actually. The meat industry is a bit more chaotic because if, for example, you take the winter and you take all of your hunters out during the winter in a boar hunt and you bring back 4 boars, at month 2 or 3, there's going to be a huge peak in raw meat, which might overflow this person for the next 3 months. So even though she's going to be idle most of the rest of the year, and this number will show a high idle time, there was a small moment because of the peak of production in raw meat where meat spoiled and you actually needed a second person. This is why I would rather check if meat spoiled at the end of the year to know if I need another meat smokehouse, whereas for fish, you can just check down here. But you have both tools at your disposal to know if you need more people in the smokehouses or not. Another problem with the production of meat and its peaks is that when we will have cattle and cows and chickens, those animals will make, well, also milk and eggs, which will be important later on, but they will be a source of food because at the between the second and the third months of the year, chicken and cows are born, and when they hit the limit of the population of the buildings that your workers are on, they will go to the butcher, and then you have a even bigger production of meat at months 4 or 5, which again the smokehouse people might not be able to tend with at that moment in time, since they just have 3 months to deal with everything. So again, for the meat, you kind of want to overdo the smokehouses, considering the peaks in production, and check the spoiled meat here, if any. For the fish, it's a bit simpler. But either way, I don't want the fish to get out of here. I don't want raw fish being distributed. So as soon as the fisherman delivers raw fish here, this person is dedicated towards smoking fish, so they'll just grab the fish from over there and smoke it. That's the smoking part. What about the fishing itself? Well, it's not a good system, and I wish it was simplified, but basically, you have a body of water, and you can either make the fisherman's hut like right next to the water, or you can click on a faraway fisherman and repurpose their work area next to a shoreline. Now, there's a lot to be said about here. In general, each body of water is independent, and you can overfish. So if you see down there, once you hit the shore with this circle, there's a thing saying fishing resources with some percentages, but in the middle, that's the most important part here, the middle says fish count 302. If I don't know what that number exactly means, and this is part of the confusing part that I don't like what this game is doing. I don't know if 302 is 302 fish per month per year, but there is a timed interval where the fish repopulate. If you overfish, if you put a lot of fishermen here, that number will go to 0, and the fishermen will reduce in productivity. The replenishment of fish in a body of water is static. It does not depend on how many fish there were there previously, but I don't know what the time period is. So this lake gives you 302 fish per something time related. It's not per year because that's very little. It's not per month because that's too much. It might be every 3 months. I think it's 302 fish per reproductive cycle of the fish, but I don't know how many months there is, and there's no information on the wiki either. That's kind of missing information. So let's check another lake as an example. This one is smaller, and it says 230. But if I'm overfishing this lake, I'm not overfishing that lake. It's a separate population. So if you have multiple lakes like these two, you might want to make some fishermen there and some fishermen here. But how many fishermen exactly? I don't know. This has been a problem for me in previous maps where I used a lot of fishing. Just because there's a number over there, 302, and a fisherman that is close to a shoreline generally produces 150 raw fish per year on average. That doesn't mean that you can only put 2 fishermen here. Even if you have very close fishermen, I think this allows you to have at least 4, maybe 5. Maybe it's 6, maybe it's 7. I really don't know. The only way to know if you're overfishing or not is to put a lot of fishermen here, one by one, and not after. The only way to check it is to hover, to check the building of the fisherman, and now it's saying no fishing range, but let's just put it here for an example. If they're correctly configured like this, it's not very good, but whatever, and this place has no fish because it's been overfished, there will be a pop-up on top of the building saying no fish found. Regardless of that, the fisherman will still be at one of these positions. These are the individual spots where they can stand to fish, and they will try to fish even though they know there's 0 fish, which means at the end of the year, the idle time of the fisherman on a place that is being overfished is 0%. Unfortunately, you cannot use the idle time of a fisherman's hut to judge whether or not you're overfishing a body of water. It's got to be trial and error. You need to put a fisherman, and every couple of months in the middle of the year, you check the fisherman. Did it go out? Not yet. You go back, do other stuff. Did the fisherman go out? Not yet. It's kind of bad. I generally, when I have a lot of fishermen and I'm depending on that for food in my settlements, I write a note on my text file describing each body of water and how many fishermen I've previously seen working there without running into the problem, and then I just try to distribute. So that's the topic of overfishing. As for when you're not concerned about that, right now we only have 1 fisherman. We're not going to fish, not even close, all the fishes that are in that small lake. Is there another bigger body of water? This might be the biggest one on the map. There was a very tiny... This is a swamp. Swamps do not have fish. But there was another place with a tiny puddle of water, right? I found it... and I kind of forgot about it. Where was it? Was it up north? Oh, here! This one! So if I try to put the fisherman to work here, it says 161 fish. Which is huge for a puddle like that, right? 246. 281. Seems to be about the same size as the other. Alright, then there's these things, I'll get to that in a moment, but for now, let's consider the shore. So, as you move the circle of the work area of the fisherman closer and closer to shore, you will see these blue things pop up. That is where the fisherman will stand and start fishing. Those are the fishing areas. It's the top line of the pop-up at the bottom of the screen right now. And basically, the productivity, the bottom line, is 20% plus the number of fishing areas, which means that if you have 8 fishing areas selected like this, it says productivity 100%. What does that mean exactly? Well, it turns out it doesn't mean shit. Because if you do a fisherman like this, and suddenly you have 170% productivity, this fisherman is likely going to produce less fish per year than this one, because anything above 100% doesn't matter. The 100% just means that if the fisherman is this close to the water and they're using all of these fishing spots, it is unlikely that the individual fishing spots will run out of fish, because that's another thing. Like, the fish is not static in the water, it moves around. If you fish from a single spot for very long, that spot will have no fish, even though the body of water overall does have fish. So the fisherman must move around, must have enough spots to fish from, and those spots can get extinguished. But if you have an 100% productivity, which means 8 fishing areas, it guarantees that a fisherman at a very close distance will never run out of these spots over time. However, our fisherman is quite far, so I believe that she will fish just fine with, I don't know, maybe 4. Even though it's like 60% and it's in orange or brown, it says, oh, this is bad, put more. No, this is a mistake. You want her to be in the 4 closest spots to fish, so that you reduce her travel time, which is already going to be quite considerable because of her distance to this body of water. Now, this is a small bonus that exists in certain areas. What this does is it adds 50% to the productivity. So here you can see that with only 3 fishing spots, I'm already at 100% productivity. This is extremely awkward because I can be on those 3 spots there, but if I move the circle so that inside of the middle of the lake, my circle touches that plus 50%, now I'm getting 50% on that side. Wait, I'm not here. See? I get 100% productivity with 3 spots. It's not even close to this shore here. So to activate this plus 50%, you just need the yellow circle to somehow touch that area. It doesn't matter where the shoreline actually is. But it turns out that these 3 spots are the closest to the current hut, and it does touch that 50%. So this will be a good setup, and she won't have to move much, and she'll be pretty fast fishing from there, and she will not overfish this lake, I'm sure. So let's let her work and cook the fish and deliver it to town and see how it goes. That's the fishing industry. Very similar to the meat industry. 71 days. By the way, this should be 12. It doesn't matter how many archers I have there, because eventually those crossbows will run out. Same for the hunters as well. Knowledge generator. I got the immigrants last time. This is speeding up, right? That's a good sign. Not much intuitive since the water is not necessary. Yeah, you can go an entire game without any fisherman. This game would be completely viable without any fish. I'm just putting a fisherman to show you guys how it works. I did not need one at all. Hunters are always better if you have deer on the map. Deer or boars or wolves. Anything. What should I go for? I've considered this, but I had no heavy tools back then. Now I do have 3 heavy tools, and this will give me more firewood, more planks. It's not my most pressing concern. I could think about adding furniture, but that's a new industry. I'm not sure if I'll have the people. This is more productivity. That's 50%. It's 2 people working in candles. That could work. This is to preserve food. We don't need that yet. Now I have 3 people on iron. This is now 30%. I could also add a gold mine to teach you how that industry works. I will be interested in giving my soldiers more and more tech, military tech, to improve them over the years. But we've just defeated the enemy army. I don't need to do that right now. So what is this tech gonna be like? What is the most value I can get from? Prevent fires is not a bad idea. We still don't have rats. I've built the rat catcher buildings years ago, almost 10 years ago. That's cool. I don't need to pay for them. I'm not complaining. Should we go for cattle? Oh, another thing about fishing. If you don't have a lot of... if you are using fish as your main source of food for your population, and you run into the problem where they no longer have fish because you're overfishing a certain body of water, this will increase the fish replenishment of every body of water in the game by 30%. So this can kind of remediate the problem. I do not need that here. It would be a waste. They're not complaining about food, so why should I make animal husbandry? Until they complain about food. I can even do that before. I can go grain beer. Again, not super important. I can make barrels to prevent spoilage. This is interesting. Or books, but we're not there yet. Books is tier 4 entertainment. So it's either fire or barrels. Preventing fires. No, let's go for productivity. Hey. Let's make more iron. This will unlock some other good things. Let's go here. More iron productivity. 65 days. So now that I've fired the army, how many people? Dehydration. Why?
Yes.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry, Rana. I am so sorry. That's on me. I apologize sincerely. Of course, you need a well. Everywhere you need a well. There's even a ton of water here. I'm so sorry. The middle of summer and everything. These two people need wells. Good there. No, this is Farthest Frontier. No, this is Patrick. Luala, how are you doing? What? You got all the willows, all the roots, and all the herbs, and you're in time to grab some eggs? Love to see it, Luala. Love to see it. You know what? I'm not going to do anything. Do not disturb the delicate balance of whatever the forager is doing right now. Do not disturb. I put 2 foragers in construction, right? Where are they? One's here somewhere. No, one is not built yet. The other's not built yet. Yeah, I was explaining the fisherman for a little too long. Oh god, it's freezing. I need the heater on. Today, it's probably the coldest day here in Portugal since the beginning of winter. It's really freezing. Oh! Speak of the devil. Yep, now I need a rat catcher. I was just talking about this. What are the odds? We've got rats in our city. So after a couple of years, or maybe it's based on population, I don't really know. Speaking of which, I need another house. Let's make it now before I forget. Slope too steep? Oh, man. So based on the timer or the population, after a while you get rats. So you build these in advance, that's a good idea. And then, when rats start appearing, only then do you enable the building because it costs gold per month. I'm still losing gold. Let's add a person, and now this circle of work from the rat catcher, they don't add desirability, so don't put it in the middle of the city. Put it on the side. This circle needs to encompass all the houses, all the shelters, not temporary shelters, those don't matter. And any storage buildings that you're storing food on. In this case, it's important to encompass that root cellar. So the circle for her work needs to be something like this, which is kind of scuffed because I'm not even touching all of those houses. Let's see the other one. Let's put a second person here. I absolutely need 2 to cover the entire town. This one needs to catch that root cellar and this root cellar, and then all the houses. I don't think it's possible. So I would either need to hire a third rat catcher, which costs gold, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. Or I move this one a little closer, and it turns out that if I move this one a little closer to town, which is where the things are going to be delivered anyway, I can move the brick cellar closer to this building, which is where they get the stuff from. So I even add a little bit of productivity, extra productivity to the brick house. Is this enough though? What does her circle look like? So the only thing that is not covered by these 2 rat catchers right now is this house, which is concerning enough because rats can bring diseases. So if I move this building just a little bit in, yeah, that's perfectly enough. This is enough to fine-tune that rat catcher. I'll deal with that later on. Hey, Joke and Pizza, welcome to the stream. Getting a new motherboard tomorrow? Ooh, good luck with that. Factorio something fierce. I must play Factorio someday. I've never tried that game. Although I'm not big on sandbox games, I do enjoy playing them sometimes. Oh! Applause! We have a theater! The theater upgrade and the temple upgrades require a tier 4 town center. Thank you very much, thank you. Anyway, theater, this is more entertainment, the entertainment problem has been solved, and extra desirability. Very nice. I'm gonna fire Rana, just because she's dehydrated and I want a fisherman. Wait, what are you doing? She got right back to it. You are sick! Go! Get some water. There's water right there. What?
Need something?
You're carrying water on your hands. How are you dehydrated? Shelter stocking fisherman. You're putting water here? No, you took...
Aye.
Huh? You're gonna put water here? What?
Work to be done?
Just drink the water. Just... What? What are you doing? Okay, she drank the water. Shelter stocking. You could get firewood or something. You got firewood and food. Just let her be. I'm micromanaging too much. Just let her be. 34 days. We're on 2 speed. Going quite good. Brickyard. Closer. And now the rat catcher can be like this. This should work. I'll check again when the root cellar over there has been moved. You know what? Let's make more industries. I wanted to check the workers. Ooh, 14 more people have joined, by the way. 14 plus 29, that is 43. I have 40. I'm on -3 laborers. No, I can't add more people. That's sad. I can remove these, but I don't want to. I don't want to... Oh, another thing that I said I should do and I forgot. I should extract these things and get more relics now. Because we won't get attacked until the end of the year, so... Let's go. It's safe to go. And somebody deposit the wood. I didn't build that. That's sad. That makes me sad. This building, did it finish? It just finished. Grana! No, nobody's working here. Get out of here, Grana. Soldiers.
Right away.
Let's kill some boars here so that somebody can safely build forger there.
Right away. It will be done.
Forging mushrooms. She's gonna collect everything this year. But last year, why didn't it work last year? Why didn't you get these nuts? 92. Oh, that's not correct. Okay. As for the fisherman, is she working yet? Fisherwoman. Fishing! Rana's fishing! There she goes.
Need anything?
And now because she has that boost of 50%, none of these 3 spots should run out completely. She's going to fish here a lot, and this one will go invisible, the blue thing. Then she'll move there, she'll fish a lot, and keep moving. But by the time she finishes the third one, the first one should have respawned. The predators aren't attacking, we are attacking. We are the predators.
Right away.
Come on.
At once.
Boar! I knew they were going to say that. One more. Boar! Cool.
As you command. At once.
Yes, do excavate that. One thing that I can do to help the fishermen out is to create a dirt path. Where does this path end? It ends there. Create a dirt path to help her out. The maximum is 75. I can do this. I should finish the paths, the paths at the edge of my city, which is something like this. This. They're not chopping any trees. I am giving them a lot to do, but... Couple roads have finished.
It will be done.
No, no, no,
What needs
Nooblar.
doing?
Don't be a Nooblar. Build that. You are right here. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna make more. There's still time. No, they are overworked. No, but I need more. I need more. This is quite an important spot, actually. Because it pushes back the spawn point of the future raiders. Well, soldiers can go back to town that the wolves are dealt with boars. The No Walls challenge, by the way, is reaching 500 population and surviving up until then with 0 walls built. I think 0 towers too. I'm not sure about the towers.
Hello.
She's carrying 24 fish. She still has all 3 spots, but she's still moving around. You don't need to micromanage hunters. Like, they'll just hunt on the places that they hunt. There's no special cases like boars or anything else. Thank you very much. I know I'm doing a good job. I know. Chop more trees, please. And it's not gonna... adding more trees to their work queue is not gonna change anything. If anything, the only thing that could work is removing stuff so that they're not overworked doing other things. A bit more line of sight. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this is another quite good spot for a forager. But I don't need more. Alright.
Work to be done.
She's carrying 34 fish back. And then this person is going to start smoking. There's never going to be a lot of smoked fish. Because, you know, it's just one fisherman and she's long distance. But not this year, but maybe next year. At the end of next year, I'll be able to show the amount of productivity in 12 months comparing to the hunters. 14 people? Yes. Okay, making houses, making houses. Let's make 3. I really wish I had destroyed completely this mine of coal, because now I'm starting to build here and I have no choice. I'm running out of space. Hey, Aloha Snack Bar, welcome to the stream. We've killed the enemies. They came in with horses, tried to kill my archers, but we drove them back with 0 losses. Next attack, probably next year. Butchering meat. Did you hunt a deer? He's not far away from the deer enough. I'm gonna have to change this. Maybe the circle here was the best choice. Ah well. Building on fire. Oh no. Put it out, put it out. They're all catching fire one after the other. It's even raining! How are they all catching fire? Oh, please. For the love of God, do something about this. Don't drop the buckets of water. 3rd building on fire. Yikes. I should have invested a tech to protect my city against fires. Please, you're not doing anything. Come on. Okay. Scary. Alright. Another thing I said I wanted to do is to move this building more over there. Ooh. Slope too steep. What is this like? This is 4 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, cut the trees. Then I'll move that there. I was configuring these. Knowledge. Okay, I've learned my lesson. Let's do civic inspections, 50% reduced risk of fire, and less work to put out fires before we start losing buildings. This should also be 12. Now I don't even have any of these soldiers. This should absolutely be 12. That's why they took so much time to arm. These guys took longer than the archers. Next year it will be faster. Nemalt, are you gonna get 4? Tell me you're gonna get 4. 2, 3, and if that doesn't despawn... 4, I don't think it despawns now because he's reserved the job. And so I think that is locked in. That's 4, very nice. Rana. What? Fishing?
Work to be done?
Not quite. What are you doing over there?
Work to be done?
Like, you don't even need to deliver the fish. There's nowhere to deliver the fish. I don't know where she went. %. What is this? No. It's not good that they stock this shelter with food, because the idea with empty huts is that when the raiders attack through here or through the north or wherever, they ignore the empty huts because they have no value. But if there's food inside those huts, they might attack and destroy these. It's not a big loss, I mean, it's just 10 wood. But I'm making them purposely so that they are ignored, not attacked. They're not supposed to be a target. That is dangerous.
Right
Army,
away.
deal with that. There's still a bit of fog of war here, so let's... Oh, this is awkward. I'm not building these forges right. Oh no. That's gonna have to be here. But when they're busy ransacking that outpost, they are not advancing into the main city. It takes them 2 seconds to break in the door and steal the food, and damage the building or destroy it completely. These buildings have very little health. If I wanted to delay them, I'd make walls. The only reason I'm not making walls is because challenge. But making huts is not an alternative. It's not a viable alternative. Yeah, I was seeing a rock back here. Okay. 10 priority. Yeah, they don't care. I'm gonna cancel this because winter's here. And that'll be it for today's very short stream. Also cancel this. Yeah, it's too late. We've made some build. Oh no! Don't put stuff here. Get out. Get the circle out of here. Get that circle out of here. We should push the fog of war a little more. Retreat. And I'm only keeping these soldiers and paying a pretty penny for them because I want to keep the veterancy. So I'm paying gold every month just to keep veterancy. Is it worthwhile? Well, later on I'll be filthy rich. Oh, I forgot about the trader. I was supposed to sell him honey. I completely forgot about him. Well, I'm not gonna get filthy rich anytime soon, but when I do, there's no way for you to buy veterancy outside of keeping the veterancy you've already got from the training of the soldiers in battle and paying gold every month for it. So that's kind of what I'm already doing, kind of transiting into the late game. This building is costing me 30 monthly gold, so yeah, the expenses went quite up a bit. But as the city grows and more houses are built and more luxury is distributed, so should my income increase, so it'll compensate after a while. Why is there no well here? And also, why is this well poorly positioned? Where do I want my wall? It's with the diagonal and then +1. Whoa, what's happening? So there'll be diagonal of 3x3s and So there will be one there, one here. No, it's not +1. It's connected to the diagonal, so this well should be there. And here I don't have a well. I'll make one before something burns to the ground, and it's just here. I forgot about the trader. Damn it! There's so much gold to be had there. Seeking shelter.
What needs doing?
Right, when winter hits, the fishermen often just leave the fish out there to spoil, which I hate, but hey, it happens. And oftentimes,
Need something.
it's down to the smokehouse person to go and grab the fish that she left there and then return it to this building to try and smoke the fish, and that will give him 20 fish to actually smoke. So it makes sense. He'll produce stuff based on that. It's a bit awkward how cold for one is not cold for the other. Whatever. Did they chop trees? They are chopping trees now, but it's kind of slow. Only during the winter can I really see this minimap and the fog of war clearly. I can see clearly now, the summer is gone. Oh, I've got a lot of immigrants. I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna save the game and then do the maintenance thing for the next year. But we should have... Okay, 15. Yeah. We should have a lot of people to put to work next year. I've got to check for problems. Maybe we need more food or something. Also, I didn't check the rat catcher, but yeah, that encompasses the root cellar I was worried about. And the other rat catcher. Yeah, that's another monthly fee, by the way. Not only did we get the entertainment -30 from the theater, but also rat catchers, that's a -10. Soldiers are always expensive, and the Grand Academy, also more expensive than the regular academy. But we're staying afloat, +9. That's pretty good. I should start building this area, but I really want to move this first. I can't. Not until they get rid of these trees. It's kind of dangerous, actually. If I move this now and then next year they attack me and the barracks is midway constructing, I'll have a problem. Let's let them finish. They're chopping these trees right now. Let them finish for a while. They're really chopping at these boulders. It's not the priority. Why weren't you chopping as hard on this thing, huh? Bear. I mean, why not? The soldiers are resistant to heat. Let's slow this down. I'm gonna save soon. So I'd rather risk the soldiers getting a little bit cold, a little bit chilly now, and dealing with this bear, rather than somebody else trying to make a forager here next year and then the bear killing one of my builders. Let's take care of that. There's no wildlife at the down south, right? I think I've eradicated everything except for these boars. And those boars. And these boars can still respawn. I think I need to save. Yeah, no, I can't progress into month 12. That's it. Year 19. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. That's a GG. I don't have a lot of time today yet. Gotta go. Had a long work day, and tomorrow is gonna be a long work day, but at night I think I can play a little bit, just another more year tomorrow. And that's it. Let's make sure we did save. Yes, that's the correct timestamp. We're done. Only triangles allowed here. Yeah, get the circle out of here. Good night, Sashman. Good night, everybody. Let me see if I'm gonna raid someone. Good night, Dimo. Good night, ADQT. Good night, Mr. Olga. I do have a few raid targets here, so hold on if you're on Twitch. There's more. Hold on. What's the best raid here? Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. And the stream is just starting. Okay, guys, do you want to watch some Doom? I'm gonna send you off to some Doom. A raid that I think I've never done before. But it's a very fun streamer that I occasionally watch, and I highly recommend that you do too. Let's raid Psych Eyeball. He's playing Ramp 2025, which is a huge collection of custom maps from the community. I think this is the first time playthrough, so kind of a blind playthrough. And the stream is just starting, so there's a lot of Doom to watch. I'll send you off. Does this work? Yes, it does. So that's it for me. I'm gonna get rest. Enjoy that stream. And I'll see you tomorrow for another short stream, another year of progress. Hopefully we will also not die, but I think our civilization is now in very good shape to survive until the end game. So yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. Good luck. And happy face rockets.
Game over, man.